It is important to broaden your horizons by stepping out to what may not be familiar. What may not be interesting to you can make sense the moment you make an attempt to understand it. I kept hearing about a game that was a return to the golden age of RPGs, a contender for Game of the Year. I don't pay mind to the public opinion as I stick to playing what I find interesting, no matter what the reception is for it. At first glance, I was indifferent due to the art direction. I tend to stay away from games that look realistic since I'd rather play a game with a unique art direction, like Dragon Quest with its fun designs or Octopath and its gorgeous art. But after an encounter with one of my favorite artists asking me about the game, and one of my friends as well, I needed to see what was so great about it. On September 3rd, I completed Expedition 33. But sadly, I did not find my answer. By all means, I don't see it as a bad game, but I wish there was more for me to enjoy. There were a few aspects that I did like, such as a few of the characters, locations, select songs, but the combat and story left me desiring more. With the game having a dodge and parry mechanic, there was no sense of urgency in these fights. You can theoretically beat any boss you wanted to at any level if you had the patience. This led to me beating an endgame boss at the start of the second chapter, giving me an ability to take turns twice in a row. With Verso having skills that dealt 27,000 damage and 129,000 damage despite the damage cap, paired with the ability to take no damage if you can time your parries, there really wasn't any fight since I would win within Verso's turn. Even in games such as Mario and Luigi with a similar mechanic to avoid damage, it becomes more of an endurance test rather than a strategic battle. But I've said it before, despite it being a game, it's not always about the battles for me. This leaves me with the story, which I'm conflicted with the most. This is your spoiler warning in case you haven't played the game. At first, I really enjoyed the premise a lot. I enjoyed the idea of people fighting for a future for those who come after, which is why I loved Gustav so much. But after reaching the third act, that all faded away. The antagonist, Renoir, was attempting to erase the world or painting Expedition 33 lived in so he could save his wife, the paintress who was dealing with the pain of losing her son. Maëlle, who was actually the daughter of Renoir and the paintress, learns about this, and in the fear of losing everything that meant a lot to her in Lumiere, retaliates against her father. However, even before I started the game, little did I know that I would agree with Renoir. This made the final boss feel empty since I didn't agree with Maëlle's decisions, which not only made the final choice of kicking her out of the painting near instantaneous, but also made the final boss feel pointless since that's what he was trying to do in the first place. And since the story was now about a different conflict, rather than the original one I was invested in, it feels like a slap to the face. I don't care about what happens in the real world. I care more about Lumiere and the idea of people fighting for a future, but that doesn't mean Maëlle should be living in the painting. With the destruction of the painting and being left with a conflict I've seen done in other games, it's not if the idea is original, it's how it does it, and it misses the mark for me. If you enjoy the game, more power to you, but I just wish I saw the beauty within it that other people do. Thanks for watching, and remember, don't forget to save your games. Have a good one, everybody.